You bought a $2 million car because nobody else could. That was the deal. That was the promise. Pay the price. Get the rarest car on earth. Then Bugatti made another one, and another, and another. Each one rarer than yours. Each one priced higher. Each one making your $2 million collector's piece feel a little less special. The richest customers on the planet are quietly furious. And Bugatti, the brand built on exclusivity, just doubled down. Let me show you what they did.
Welcome to another episode of Iglesias Automotive. Today, how the most exclusive car brand on earth quietly broke its promise to the people who pay for exclusivity. For 116 years, Bugatti existed for one purpose: to build the rarest, fastest, most uncompromising cars on the planet. Not the most, the best. Period. Ettore Bugatti said it himself in 1927. Quote, "Nothing is too beautiful, nothing is too expensive." That was the deal. You paid more than any other car cost. You got the only car like it on earth. For 100 years, Bugatti held that line. The Type 41 Royale, 6 cars built, total. The EB110, 390 units across an entire decade. The Veyron, 450, each one a museum piece in its own right. Then, in 2016, Bugatti launched the Chiron, 500 units, $3 million to start. That was the promise, 500. That's the production cap. After that, no more. The richest car collectors in the world lined up. They put down deposits, they signed contracts. Some of them waited 4 years for delivery, because the Chiron was the last of its kind. The final W16 Bugatti, the pinnacle. Then Bugatti released the Divo, 40 units, $5 million each, built on the same Chiron platform. Sold out before the public ever saw it. Then the 110, 10 units, $9 million each, same Chiron platform, sold out instantly. Then the Bolide, 40 units, $4 million each, track only, same platform. Then the Mistral, 99 units, $5 million each, the last Roadster, same platform. Then La Voiture Noire, 1 unit, $18 million, the most expensive new car ever sold. If you paid $3 million for a Chiron in 2017, by 2023 you had watched Bugatti release 6 different cars built on the exact same architecture as yours, and every one of them was rarer, more expensive, and more desirable than the car you owned. Your limited edition wasn't limited anymore. It was just the cheap one. And it gets worse. Used Chiron prices are now under their original MSRP. A used Chiron sells for around $2.5 to $3 million in 2026. Some early units have lost $1 million in value. This wasn't supposed to happen. Bugattis don't depreciate, they appreciate. That was the entire reason wealthy collectors bought them. They were investments, rolling pieces of art. But when the brand keeps releasing newer, rarer, more expensive variants on the same platform, the original car becomes yesterday's news. The customers noticed. So did Volkswagen. In 2021, Volkswagen sold Bugatti. Or rather, Volkswagen merged Bugatti into a new joint venture with a Croatian electric hypercar company called Rimac. The deal was led by a 33-year-old engineer named Mate Rimac. Mate stood in front of the press and made a promise. Bugatti would become, quote, more exclusive than ever before, end quote. Smaller volumes, higher prices, total commitment to craft. 3 years later, in June 2024, Bugatti revealed his answer, the Tourbillon. 250 units, $4.1 million to start. Sold out before the official reveal. That's not more exclusive than the Chiron. The Chiron was 500 units at $3 million. The Tourbillon is half the volume, but it costs 35% more. And here's the part nobody at Bugatti will say out loud. The Tourbillon is not the only thing coming. Mate Rimac confirmed in interviews that Bugatti will continue building special editions, coach-built one-offs, track variants, anniversary models, just like the Chiron era. Each one rarer than the base car, each one priced higher. The Tourbillon owners are about to learn the same lesson the Chiron owners learned. Your $4 million car is the cheap one. The rare ones haven't been released yet. And then there's the engine. For 16 years, the W16 was Bugatti's identity. 16 cylinders, 4 turbos, the most complex production engine ever built. It was the reason a Bugatti cost what a Bugatti cost. The Tourbillon doesn't have one. The W16 is gone, replaced with a naturally aspirated V16 plus 3 electric motors, a hybrid. Bugatti customers, the people who paid $3 million for a W16 Chiron, were told for years that the W16 was the soul of the brand, the non-negotiable element. Then Bugatti negotiated it away. The Chiron is now officially obsolete technology. If you own a Chiron today, your car is sandwiched between two crushing realities. Below you, used Chirons selling for under sticker. Above you, newer, rarer, more advanced cars wearing the same badge. Your car is no longer the rarest, it's no longer the most advanced, and it's losing value every month. For the first time in 100 years, Bugatti owners are losing money on their Bugattis. The richest car collectors in the world don't normally talk to journalists, but several have, anonymously, in the last 2 years. The complaints are remarkably consistent. Quote, "I bought into a story." Quote, "The story doesn't hold up anymore." Quote, "Bugatti used to be a club, now it's a product line." Ferrari learned this lesson decades ago. They cap allocations brutally. They blacklist customers who flip cars. They make it nearly impossible to buy the most desirable models without years of brand loyalty. That scarcity is what keeps the price of every previous Ferrari high. Bugatti is doing the opposite. 10 variants of the Chiron platform, a new flagship, more variants of that flagship coming. Higher prices every cycle, volumes that may seem small, but cumulatively are anything but. So what happens next? Either Bugatti stops the variant cycle and starts protecting its own customers' investments, which means leaving billions of dollars on the table, or Bugatti keeps doing what it's doing and watches the brand become exactly what it was never supposed to be, a luxury product line. Aspirational, expensive, but no longer mythological. Mate Rimac is not stupid. He knows this trade-off. He's also being asked to grow a business under a German parent company that wants returns. Exclusivity is hard to monetize. Variants are easy. The math always wins, even when the customers don't.
This is the Car Report. I covered the stories the car industry doesn't want you to hear. Next episode, why Toyota bet against electric vehicles, and why they might have just won. If you want more, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. See you on the next one.